Yes, this is going to be quite strange. This is my first video that I want to do here on YouTube, and I was actually thinking that, in order to check if I am able and if I actually want to and I enjoy doing videos, if I could just try and make them every day for 30 days and just see if I enjoy it, if I can improve something. And yeah, that's why I'm starting this. I know it's shitty. I know, Jesus Christ, like eyes, like my beard, hair, what I'm wearing, the camera, everything is just bad. But screw it. I just need to start somewhere, you know? What do I want to talk about? I don't know, man. It's just, I guess today, had a relatively okay day at work. Nothing too crazy. But I don't know, like, it's just almost every time that I, you know, I go to work, I find some issues, And it's not even issues like, oh, like, colleagues are bad or boss is bad. No, that's not it. It's just that the job itself is not satisfactory, you know. Even though it pays good, it's a really interesting, or like not interesting. It's an on paper it is an interesting project, but in reality it's just I just can't read all these articles, all this stuff about yeah, like this cancer research that I'm doing, and I know it might sound ungrateful, but that's just how I feel. And for some people, I might be a bad person, or I might be a someone who doesn't deserve a job like that. But I don't know. I just want to do something that not only matters, that I'm appreciated for. You know, and it's so funny. I mean, some days I will set up an agenda, like a plan for what I'm doing, and then throughout that time, if I manage to finish it, I'm feeling satisfied and completed. But it only takes one person or one event or one text message to kind of just ruin it. And I don't know how to break out of it. I guess this is my therapy session, with you guys. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. I will be 31 this year. I have a girlfriend, a dog, you know. We don't have debt, which is nice. But I guess you will always find problems. However rich or poor you are, by the way, I'm not rich. Like, you will always find some things that bother you, some issues. I don't know. I've managed to finish my education. Now I'm doing this project, and I don't know. I just would want to belong somewhere. Like, you have sometimes these stories where people will just find their perfect job in high school, or when they're 12 they've decided to be an astronaut, or a engineer, or a writer, and they love doing that. But I just bounce from one thing to another. I'm the type of person that likes to delve deep into a subject, and then once I reach my fulfillment, let's say like 80% of knowledge, I'm good. I can move on, almost like a psychopath, which is kind of scary. But hey, what are you gonna do? So anyway, like, this whole point, or this whole challenge thingy, is something that I've been thinking about for the last, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. you know. Today finally this little tripod arrived, which is so bad. But hey, you know, you gotta work with what you got, right? It's just so strange, you know. Like I had so many ideas on how I can start these videos, and none of them, none of them are accessible to me right now. I just feel emptiness in my head, and I don't know what to talk about, you know. But anyway, like I just want to figure out whether or not YouTube would be one of my future hobbies, I guess. You know? I'm not thinking too much about money or anything like that, because that is, if it comes, it comes. You know, if I realize that I actually don't like making YouTube videos and that it's painful, then at least I know and I can move on. You know, some people would say that, oh, like your karma has been dissolved. You know, is this idea where, you know, in each stage of life, you're kind of peeling off the layers of an onion. You know, wait, I just need to check one thing. Okay, it's still recording. So anyway, the whole idea with karma and onion, like what do I mean by that? It's just with each stage in your life as you go through, you kind of dissolve that layer, and when you actually hear yourself or hear to your inner voice, let's call it, you kind of can tell whether or not you're engaged in a project, whether or not you're actually paying attention. And if you are paying attention, if you are super focused on your job, then you should keep doing it. But many of us, especially people that are usually around 28, 30, we get to this point where it's like, I don't like my job. I don't like my relationship. I don't like where I'm living. You know, I don't like my relationship with my friends or so-called friends, right? And then it is a really good time to just try and change, try to do something different, you know? Even if it sounds silly, even if it's like, oh, let's make YouTube videos for 30 days and let's see what happens, you know? Or maybe, oh, I always had this idea of just painting a little bit. Maybe I should paint, you know? That doesn't mean that you'll make a lot of money from YouTube or painting, you know? Maybe you will, but that's not the point. The point is to kind of get out there, do what your mind kind of tries to focus on, see if it's something that will work for you, either as a passion, hobby, you know, something that will make you happy, and then once you've completed that, there will be another thing, and then another, and another, and another, right? Yeah. So what I'm coming at is that I am at that stage right now. So I've finished my PhD. Right now I'm doing a research project, and I know that once I'm done with it, I will need to look for a new job, and that is scary and weird at the same time. No, weird because I've never done that, you know? I've always had, like, since high school, it was just like, oh, you go to the next class, the next class, the next class. Then after that, you take the exam. And after exam, you go to university. Then you do your bachelor, master, PhD. Then you do a research project. But now, like, that's not for me, man, you know? And I know that I could stay in research and, you know, try, but I don't have the energy, and I'm done, you know. So it's just 2 more years, and after that, I need to figure something else out. I don't know what it is, you know. That's super scary, you know. I'm a very orderly person, you know. I like to see where I'm going, and now I'm just like going like this. I don't know. It's so weird. Yeah. All the books I've read, I haven't read that much. You know, half of these books, they're not mine. So, I don't know. It's just strange. And you know what? I actually should stop saying I don't know. And that's because I read in one book, actually, that if you start saying things like, I don't know, I'm unsure, then you're kind of programming yourself to, or you're reinforcing that behavior. So instead of saying I don't know, I could say, I want to do something awesome. I want to find a really cool job. Yeah, because I actually do, you know. I would actually want to find a cool job that is sustainable and that gives me a lot of joy. Hey, what's up, buddy? What is it? Oh, come here. Come here. Come. Come here. Say hello. Oh, come here. Come. My dog has this weird thing where he will moan before drinking. Just listen. Listen. Wait. I forgot what I was talking about. I don't know. I guess it's just I want to find a cool job. That's what I wanted to say. But I do. I actually do. I really want to try and figure something out. And I guess the best way to do that is to finish my one book. I'm actually reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. And I'm also trying to learn Norwegian. That was also my dog. He always shakes off the water, you know? Yeah. So, anyway, I think that will be it. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, till next time.